Hey, what's up, Life Fancy with another Path of Exile video, and in today's video we're going to talk about Blight-Ravaged Map farming. Again, I've been using these Mortal Grief, Mortal Hope, Mortal Rage fragments. These go another 10% quality, and a couple of these fragments, and maps like this. So this, I think this one's 8 mod corrupted, and all of ours were either 6 or 8 mod corrupted Blight-Ravaged maps, and we've been using a different anoint for these. It's 3 teal, 2 black, 2 opalescent, and 2 silver. So the amount of money we spent on each map is around 450 chaos, and I was a little worried about this because I didn't think it was going to sort of pay out as much as possible. I didn't bring portal scrolls. It's a bit of a mistake maybe. I'll just go get some of those. But I was a little worried about the strat, or doing Blight-Ravaged maps with such expensive oils, because silver oils I think like around 100 and something chaos each. I was going to use the Blight-Ravaged farmer I've been using before, but I figured I would just use the penis brand character that I've got right here, because it does the damage. So it does enough damage that we don't really need to worry about anything. And for the towers, basically I just go with the chilling tower and the fisting tower, and then just upgrade those all to level 3. And if you can get a power tower next to them, then that's really great, because it really massively stops monsters where they are. So if you can, then that's fantastic. And for the ring anoint, I'm using chilling towers freeze enemies for 0.2 seconds while they're affected by chilling beams. So it's basically stun locks the enemies if they get in range, unless they've got some kind of really annoying mod combo, like monsters action speed cannot be changed. So that really messes stuff up, because it means that you can't stun them at all, so they just like can walk through. Usually I put like a couple, maybe like a minion tower and a meteor tower here at the back, so the scout tower and the meteor tower, and they just start sniping stuff as it gets stunned in these sort of little traps we've got set up here. I'm using one of the Prophet and Oriath's End, so I get a lot of explosions, because it really helps with the clear. So sometimes it'll pause for a second and just a lane of monsters will explode. So this guy ignores summoning towers. That's pretty fine, because as you can see, he's just stun locked here by the fisting tower. This farm, I think it's because we still got 3 teal oils, it's very quick to get. So these they will explode, but it's very quick to get through these maps. Like everything, just all the portals, they spew forth all their monsters in I think like 2.5 minutes, something like that. And then it's just basically you got to finish off the bosses at that point, and it's relatively fine. I was going to do 50 of these, but I ended up doing 40 because it wasn't as fun as I remembered it. Maybe it was because it was AFK the last time. It was a lot more, I could go off and get myself a cup of coffee and make some food, that kind of stuff, or do something else. But these ones, they were less good, I would say, even though we failed one of them, I think, out of the 40. So really the results are for 39, but I've put it for 40 anyway. As I said, I was going to do 50, but then in the end we ended up doing only 40 of them. I've also got the cast mastery, as you can see, so when I cast a spell, then everything, all the chests around me have a 25% chance of just opening straight away. I think that's it. Oh no, there's one more monster this way, I think. There's one just sort of hanging around at the end there, and that's it. And so I just cast spells a lot, and then all these things just pop out here. So I'm going to loot this, and we'll talk about the results in just a second.
A few moments later.
All right, and that's all of it looted. We got pretty lucky with this one. Tainted oil, prismatic oil. This is 1.5 div, and it's 1.8. So I think on average we got, maybe if you include the opalescent oils, then this is basically the kind of returns you would expect to see from every map on average. We got some crimson oil. We got a voidborn key as well. Those are like 2.5 divines, but you get a lot of these stacked decks, I've noticed, and we got some 16.5 maps. Let's take a look at our quad tab. So we got a lot of synthesized things and high quality, the usual kind of mixed bag of items. We've got a lot of Chaos, Alts, Fusings, and Jeweler's Orbs, lots and lots of Bubblegum Currents. We've got 10 raw Divines over our set. We've got a Storm Shroud as well, which is fairly lucky. But you also do get a lot of, you get a lot of maps, you get a lot of oils. We got, I think, 17 golden oils in total, 5 tainted, 10 prismatic as well, and 17 silver oils. So a lot of money you get in oils, and another 194 crimson oils. And the number of fossils you get is crazy too. It's really, really high. So you get a lot of, it's Blight. It's a bit of everything. There's a lot of bubblegum currencies, a bit of fossils, there's a bit of scarabs, there's some fragments, there's lots and lots of stuff here. We also got 6 Valdos, a couple of Voidborn keys, and some Deception contracts, that kind of stuff. So let's take a look at our spreadsheet. So this is the previous set we did. This is 3 crimson, 3 black, 2 teal, 1 opalescent, and this got us 145 chaos profit per map. Our average per map investment was 68C, so really cheap, because also the Blight-Ravaged maps were only 20 chaos at the time. They've gone up to 40 now. I should know because I'm selling them. But the second set, this was the one we just did. This was with 3 teal again, because it's it's so quick. I think it really, really increases your profit per hour. It was 3 teal, 2 silver, 2 black, and 2 opalescent. And our profit per map has gone up to 296 chaos, which is really strong. It's basically 1.5 divines profit per map. This map we did in 5 minutes. That includes looting as well, so you can easily pump out 10 of these an hour. The Blight-Ravaged maps, just for the costs, to go over the costs for a second, the Blight-Ravaged maps, they cost 40 each. Everything was fairly cheap except for the silver oils. Those were 130 chaos each, which was it felt bad anointing the silver oils and buying them because I didn't think that we were going to make it back. I honestly didn't. The opalescents were 36 as well, and the teals, the teal oils were basically nothing. And we exalted our maps as well, so we got them all to rare, and then we started exalting them as well. So we used 69 exalts across the 40 maps, and then a bunch of sacrifice fragments, mortal fragments, that kind of stuff as well. And yeah, the currency was, we can have a look at our stash here. So this is, if I just get rid of this is the loot breakdown. It was 149, and then I started upgrading things, removing things I didn't think were belonged there. So we've got high essences because you get a lot of screaming essences, so I upgraded those to shrieking, then to deafening. You get a lot of things, there's a lot of things that I took out because I didn't think they're worthwhile keeping in the results. But 69 divines in oils, and these are low numbers. So Wealthy Exile has these at less than I could sell them on Faustus, and I believe you could probably sell these. If you sell them via the trade site to somebody else, you can charge even more because then you don't have the gold associated with the cost. Prismatic oil, tainted oils, those are the lions. That's the lion's share of all the loot, and it's 9 divines for tainted oils, which is pretty crazy. We've got 33 divines in currency, mainly stack decks, divine orbs, chaos orbs, a ton in scours. Again, the chance orbs we had, I think I upgraded all those to scours because a stack of 40 chance orbs was less than a stack of 5 scours. And at the vendor, you can go and buy scours for 4 chance orbs. So it made sense just to upgrade those. We got some exalts and stuff like that. Fragments wise, it's the Voidborn keys that are coming in with Valdo's puzzle box. These are the things that are giving the most money. And then 8 divs in scarabs. We've got some lucky drops here, and then 8 divs in fossils. And the dense fossils being 8 chaos each is all these other ones, the aberrant, metallic, pristine, jagged, frigate, all the ones at the top layer of the fossil tab. Those ones I would harvest reroll into dense or something else anyway. So also we got some Citadel maps. I was doing pretty much exclusively underground river because it's just got lots of natural sort of bottlenecks, makes it a lot easier. And that's dropping Citadel map, but you could change whichever one you're doing to be dropping Fortress map instead. And then some resonators, and I think we got some gems as well. We dropped it in power. 21 level 21 Vitality. That's 100C. I'm probably never going to sell those. But yeah, this is what it's looking like. I'm going to put this spreadsheet in the description so you can check it out. And I'm going to put the POB in there as well, just so if you want to check out the build I'm running. And yeah, this, I think the real thing with Blight-Ravaged maps is that they are very much a sort of template to multiply the oils you put on them into loot. And I was going to do a gold oil test, and I don't think, number one, I don't want to, but number two, I don't think I need to, because it really, I've seen some other people running the gold oils, and it's, the currency is insane. It's really, really crazy, because gold oils give you so much. But the silver oils giving you 80% quant is crazy enough. But yeah, this is how much you're going to get, around 300 chaos profit per map, maybe in 5 minutes. So you're looking at a solid 15 divs an hour, 20 divs an hour, something like that, depending on how fast you can run these and what kind of strictness your loot filter has. I honestly think I spent way too much time picking up crappy bubblegum currency, but I was using the loot filter that I was using when I did the first test, and I didn't want to change it because then that would alter the validity of the thing. So anyway, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna start. I've got a lot of Blight-Ravaged maps I need to sell. I farmed another quad tab of these, so now I've got to get rid of those as well. Anyway, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you are kind to everyone you meet. I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.